Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Sicklin. Happy Friday to you.
And I'm Amber French.
We have an update in the case of two foster parents charged with murder this morning in the death of a 3-year-old girl in Stanley.
Jamie Johnson appeared in court and was ruled fit to proceed with her case after undergoing a mental health evaluation this summer. After waiving her fitness hearing, Jamie's defense team told the court they are still waiting on the child's official autopsy report, which is expected within the next 10 days. Once received, they'll decide whether to bring in an expert witness for her preliminary hearing and arraignment, and the court tentatively set the date for November 6th. Her co-defendant and husband Raymond Johnson has a pre-trial conference set for the same day.
He has already pleaded not guilty to the charges. Both Raymond and Jamie are charged with murder, child abuse, and domestic violence in connection to the March death of the 3-year-old in their foster care. Now, court documents say the child died from blunt force trauma to the head in March and had bruises all over her body. Investigators testified at Raymond's hearing in August. That video from inside the home showed the couple assaulting the girl. Both suspects remain in custody on a $1 million bond.
This morning, a woman was seriously hurt in a vehicle crash that happened Wednesday near Glen Olin.
That's right. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the woman from Hebron was driving a Chevy Traverse west on I-94. That is when troopers say she went off the road, entered the median, then vaulted off an embankment between the eastbound and westbound bridge decks, landing into a slough. That woman was wearing a seatbelt but suffered serious injuries, and she was taken to the hospital. Troopers are still looking into what happened this morning.
Also this morning, the city manager of Minot has been officially voted the city manager. This week, the Minot City Council voted to name Tom Joyce as the permanent city manager for Minot. Joyce, who has been the interim city manager since Harold Stewart resigned in July, has also served as the assistant city manager since January 2024. Yeah,
Joyce was among 3 finalists and was ultimately voted unanimously to be selected. He says it's very gratifying to see the confidence the council has in him, and says as city manager he strives to continue to be better in Minot.
Part of it is being comfortable, being comfortable in those shoes, so to speak. I've had many leadership experiences in the past. I'm comfortable being a leader, but that really helped cement the fact that I'd be very comfortable in this role as city manager.
Joyce was joined by 2 other finalists, current city finance director David Lakefield and Duncanville, Texas native David Keys.
Good morning, Andre.
And good morning to you too, you guys. And looking here in the Bowman area, we are seeing those quiet conditions this morning with a temperature of 52 degrees and the winds are out of the south and east at 10 miles per hour. But as we head over to Williston, we're also seeing those quiet conditions with a few passing clouds. Look at that. It's quite beautiful sunrise this morning and a temperature of 55 degrees and the winds are out of the north and east at 9 miles per hour. Now looking ahead throughout the rest of the day today, we're going to be watching for one more hot day in store for us, but once we get into the weekend, we're going to be expecting rain chances, and also guess what? Fall returns in full glory as we head into the weekend. I know you guys are excited about it. I am too, because guess what? It's fall. It needs to act like it, like my mom used to say. Now looking at our current storm team radar, we're looking at those very quiet conditions around here with a few passing clouds throughout this area this morning, and we are just going to continue to see that throughout the day today. But the key term is dry, which is really good to see if you got any sort of Friday plans. Now, as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 40s and the 50s, and even a 60 there in Medina at 63 degrees, here in the capital city at 52, and we even have 49 degrees there in Flasher. But here's the thing, throughout the day today, we're going to see those temperatures climb up into the 80s and even some 70s in our northern tier counties, so it is going to be quite a hot day. But again, guess what? It's going to be the last hot day for a while. Now looking at our Saturday, we're going to start seeing some rain chances increasing in our south and western counties depicted on our precision cast, and we will continue to see that increasing in our western tier counties by the time we get into the afternoon hours. And once we get into the evening and overnight on Saturday into Sunday, it's going to start spreading into our central and eastern counties, and some thunderstorms are quite possible, and these thunderstorms have the capability of producing very locally heavy rainfall. So this is something we're going to be watching very closely here. And once we get into our Sunday, we're just going to continue to see that moderate to heavy rainfall around here. And by the time we get into around Sunday afternoon, that is where those conditions will start slowly but surely improving. Now, the amount of rainfall we're expecting will be between about an inch or two in our central and eastern counties. But once we get into the western tier counties, that's where we're expecting around a half an inch to an inch. So we will be watching this, and also locally higher totals are quite possible too. So again, have that KX Storm Team app on hand throughout the weekend, folks, because it is going to be quite an active weekend. Now, looking at our temperatures this weekend, we're also going to be seeing temperatures drop down into the 60s as we head into our Saturday, and then into the 50s as we head into our Sunday. So it's going to be feeling a lot more refreshing around here, feeling more like fall, and that's going to be more like it for sure. But however, we do have the potential of seeing some frost concerns during the early portions of this week coming up, because Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night, we do have the potential of seeing some very cold temperatures in the upper 20s to low to mid 30s. So it's going to be quite a cold time around here. So we want to make sure that you are bringing in the plants, bringing in the pets, and any plants that are in the ground, make sure you cover them, and also just protecting yourselves as well. Now, looking at our 5-day forecast here in Williston, we will see conditions improve by the time we get into our Monday and Tuesday. And again, it will be quite chilly out there, folks. So it's going to be a good time to maybe have those fall-like pictures that you guys been wanting to do for sure. And if you have any, just submit it to our website, kxnet.com. And here in Dickinson, we're also seeing those conditions on the drier side as we head into our Monday and into our Tuesday. Now, looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 80s today, 60s tomorrow, and we will see those temperatures drop down into the 50s by Sunday, and we will continue to see those 50s lasting into early next week. And then mid next week, we're going to see those temperatures in the 60s with mainly sunny skies, which is around where we should be this time of year. And that same thing here goes for the capital city too. So everyone have a great weekend and stay dry out there.
Andre, thank you for a quick check of that weekend forecast. For Amber, Andre, I'm Chance. For everyone here at KX News, let's make it a great weekend. We'll see you next week.